Welcome to the Puppet Show. Are you being played? Today, we're diving into the intricate world of media manipulation and how it affects our daily lives. Hey, all you beautiful cynics. Ever wondered if you're truly in control of your thoughts and decisions? John Oliver here, ready to dive into a topic that's been bugging me since, well, forever, how the media shapes our reality. It's a topic that's more relevant now than ever. Buckle up, because we're about to expose some serious mind games. This isn't just a casual ride, it's a deep dive into the mechanics of influence. We live in a world saturated with information. Everywhere we turn, there's something new demanding our attention. News, social media, advertisements. It's a constant barrage of messages vying for our attention. But how do we discern what's genuine from what's manipulative? But here's the catch. Not all information is created equal. Some sources are more credible than others, and some are designed to deceive. Some of it, my friends, is designed to manipulate us. Think about it. Every piece of content has an agenda, whether it's to inform, persuade, or sell. How many times have you formed an opinion based on a news article or a viral video? These pieces of media shape our worldview, often without us even realizing it. How many times has an ad convinced you to buy something you didn't need? Advertisers are experts at tapping into our desires and fears. We like to think we're in control, but the truth is the media plays a powerful role in shaping our thoughts, beliefs, and actions. It's time to become more aware and question the narratives we're being fed. A brief history of mind games, from town criers to Twitter trends. Now, this whole media manipulation thing isn't exactly new. It's been a part of human society for as long as we've had ways to communicate with each other. It's been going on for centuries, my friends. From the earliest days of human civilization, those in power have always sought to control the narrative. Back in the day, we had town criers spreading the news, or, whatever the king paid them to say. These town criers were the original influencers, shaping public opinion with their loud voices and dramatic proclamations. Then came newspapers, radio, television, each new medium offering more sophisticated ways to influence the masses. With each technological advancement, the reach and impact of media grew exponentially. Fast forward to today, we've got the internet and social media. These platforms have revolutionized the way we consume information, making it more accessible and instantaneous than ever before. These digital platforms have become breeding grounds for misinformation, propaganda, and good old-fashioned clickbait. The sheer volume of content can be overwhelming, making it difficult to discern fact from fiction. The speed at which information spreads online is mind-boggling, and it's easier than ever to get caught in echo chambers where our existing biases are reinforced. This creates a cycle where misinformation can thrive and critical thinking becomes more crucial than ever. The matrix of manipulation, how media constructs our reality. Here's the thing. The media doesn't just reflect reality, it actively constructs it. By choosing what stories to cover, what angles to emphasize, and what voices to amplify, the media shapes our understanding of the world around us. Think about it. If you only watch one news channel that constantly portrays a particular group of people negatively, you might start believing those stereotypes, even if they're not true. That's the power of framing. And it's not just about news. Movies, TV shows, even video games, they all contribute to our understanding of the world. They shape our perceptions of gender, race, class, and everything in between. Section 4, Mind Tricks 101, Psychological Tactics Used by the Media. Now let's get into the nitty-gritty of how the media messes with our minds. It's not just about what they report, but how they report it. The tone, the visuals, the repetition, all of these elements are carefully crafted to influence our emotions and thoughts. These folks are like master manipulators, using a whole bag of psychological tricks to get us hooked. They know exactly how to capture our attention and keep us coming back for more, almost like a magician performing a never-ending trick. One of their favorite tactics is fear-mongering. By highlighting the most shocking and terrifying stories, they keep us in a constant state of anxiety. This isn't just a coincidence. It's a deliberate strategy to keep us glued to the screen. By constantly bombarding us with negative news stories, they trigger our fight-or-flight response, making us more susceptible to their message. This heightened state of alertness makes us more likely to accept their narrative without questioning it. Then there's the bandwagon effect. This is where the media leverages our natural inclination to follow the crowd. When we see a story trending or a topic being widely discussed, we feel an almost irresistible urge to join in. We humans are social creatures, and we have a natural tendency to conform to the group. This is why you'll often see the same stories being covered across multiple platforms, creating a sense of urgency and importance. So when we see everyone on social media talking about something, we're more likely to jump on the bandwagon, even if we don't fully understand what's going on. This creates a feedback loop where the media and the audience reinforce each other's behavior, making it even harder to break free from the cycle. Section 5, case studies. They did what? Shocking examples of media manipulation. All right, time for some real-world examples, because seeing is believing, right? One of the most infamous cases of media manipulation is the Iraq War. Remember that? The Bush administration used carefully crafted propaganda to convince the American public that Iraq had weapons of mass destruction, which turned out to be completely false. And let's not forget about the role of social media in the 2016 US presidential election. Facebook, in particular, was used to spread fake news and influence voters, with some even arguing that it swayed the election results. Section 6, fighting back your guide to critical media consumption. Okay, so the media is trying to manipulate us. Now what? Do we just become hermits and live in a cave? Well, you could, but there's a better way. We need to become more critical consumers of media. First things first, diversify your media diet. Don't just rely on one source for information. Get your news from multiple outlets with different perspectives. Next, check your sources. Is the information coming from a reputable outlet? Are there any biases to be aware of? And for the love of all that is holy, don't believe everything you read on the internet. Section 7. Stay woke, my friends. The importance of media literacy. Look, the media isn't all bad. It can be a powerful tool for education, entertainment, and even social change. But we need to be savvy consumers. We need to be aware of the ways in which the media can manipulate us and develop the critical thinking skills to see through the BS. So, the next time you're scrolling through your news feed or watching the news, remember, question everything. Don't just passively consume information. Think critically, challenge your own biases, and stay informed. Because in the age of information overload, media literacy is more important than ever. Stay woke, my friends.